which of this is not a feature of WAP 2.0 hashing? WAP is a wireless applications protocols which provides push and pull interface to a storage device multimedia managing messaging multimedia messaging. Silly window syndrome is related to degrade in TCP performance. The silly window syndrome is a problem which occurs due to bad implementations of TCP transfer control protocol. This is SSL is not responsible for error detection and correction. SSL is responsible for mutual authentication of the client and server, secret communication, data integrity protection, but SSL is not responsible for error detection and correction. ఇక్కడ ఏముంది, సిల్లీ విండో ప్రోటోకాల్స్ ఈజ్ ఎ ప్రాబ్లమ్ విచ్ అక్కర్స్ డ్యూ టు బ్యాడ్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ TCP. SSL is SSL silly window problem is a problem which occurs due to bad implementation of TCP. Okay, third one SSL. Yes, SSL secure socket layer is responsible for client and server authentication, secret communication, data integrity protection. Okay, the TCP sliding window can be used to control the flow of information. The TCP used for flow of control mechanism. Sender can send any number of frames without worrying about the acknowledgement. TCPలో అసలు జరిగేది మెయిన్ ఏంది, మనకు అసలు ఏ అక్నాలెడ్జ్మెంట్ మీద ఏ వరీ అవ్వకుండా ఎన్ని నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ అయినా సెండ్ చేయడానికి మనం TCFని యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఎందుకంటే TCF ఈజ్ ఎ యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ కంట్రోల్ మెకానిజం. సెండర్ కెన్ సెండ్ ఎనీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ వితౌట్ వరీయింగ్ అబౌట్ దన్ అక్నాలెడ్జ్మెంట్. TCPకి ఇంకొక మీనింగ్ అనమాట. Which algorithm is used to shape the bursty traffic into a fixed rate traffic by averaging the data rate? Leaky bucket algorithm. Leaky bucket algorithm is a method of conjunction control by providing a check on data flow and regulating the average rate of data flow. Fifth one, the protocol data unit for the transport layer is in the internal socket of stack is segment. Internet socket is segment. The protocol of data unit for the transport layer is in the internet stack is segment. Okay, not so. PDU is a frame for data link layer. PDU is a datagram for network. PDU is a segment for transport. PDU is a message for application layer. Assume the following information. Original timestamp value is 46. Received timestamp value is 59. Transmit timestamp value is 60. Transmit timestamp at arrival of packet is 69. Which of the following statement is correct? Received clock should be go back to 3 milliseconds. A sender sent a packet at 46 and receiver should have received it at 56, but it receiving it at 59 and it's 3 milliseconds set, so it should set its clock 3 milliseconds behind to the sync with sender. అది 46 పంపించినప్పుడు 56 తీసుకోవాలి. 56 తీసుకోకుండా 46 పంపించినప్పుడు 56 తీసుకోవాలి, కానీ 56 కాకుండా 59 తీసుకుంది. 59 అంటే 3 ఎక్కువ తీసుకుంటుంది కాబట్టి అది 3 కంటే ముందు తీసుకోవాలి. రిసీవింగ్ 54 అండ్ రిసీవింగ్ టైమ్ స్టాప్ వాల్యూ 59. ఓకే, 46 పంపించినప్పుడు దానికన్నా 10 తీసుకోవచ్చు, కానీ 59 తీసుకుంటుంది. దట్స్ ఎ ప్రాబ్లం. An acknowledgement of 1000 in TCP always means that none of 99 have none of the above. ఇక్కడ ఉండేవి కాదు అవుతుంది. The acknowledgement ACK is the sequence of number for the next byte the receiver is expecting. The sequence number is the byte number of the first byte of the data in the TCP segment sent. If synchronization packets consumes one sequence number, then actual data will begin at ISN plus 1. ISN, which stands for an initial sequence number, refers to the unique 32-bit sequence number assigned to each new connection on a TCP based communications. Since in the given question the ISN is not given, so we can't say anything. Ninth question. What is the minimum size of the data that application layer can pass on to the TCP layer below? Any size. Maximum size of any data application layer can pass on to the TCP layer below. Ninth one. ఏ సైజు ఉన్నా పర్లేదు. ఒక మెసేజ్ టర్మినోపాలజీ TCP IP లేయర్ అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్ మ్యాక్సిమం సైజ్ ఎనీ సైజ్. మెసేజ్ ఎనీ సైజ్ ఉండొచ్చు. ఓకే TCP any size application layer session layer presentation session any size segment age transport layer 1046 transport layer and packet frame length internet layer 1480 network layer frame link layer 1500 data link layer physical. Generally TCP is reliable and UDP is not reliable. DNS, which has to be reliable user UDP, becomes DNS requests are generally very small and fit well within UDP segments. UDP is much faster. TCP is slow as it requires three-way handshake. UDP is not reliable, but reliability can be added on application layer. Let's see. The premised time is used in TCP2 to avoid deadlock condition. See. The sender receives an acknowledgement from the receiver with 0 window size. This indicates the sender to wait. Later receiver updates the window size and sends the segment with the update to the sender. This segment gets lost. Now both sender and receiver keep waiting for each other and to do something. To deal with such a situation, TCP uses a persistent timer. Sender starts the persistent timer on receiving an acknowledgement from the receiver with the 0 window size. When a persistent timer goes off, sender sends a special segment to the receiver. This segment is called a probe segment and contains only 1 byte of new data. And 12th, check the sum field in a TCP header dropped from the IPv6 header format. Okay. Checksum field is dropped from IPv6 header format. This TDP and UDP segment conjunction control. 3 అవుతాయి.